What is up YouTube, this is Cool Mark bringing you another video, and today we have a tips and tricks video for Bullet Force. That is right guys, tips and tricks for if you're a beginner or if you guys are just like intermediate or like just starting the game, or if you're kind of getting into the game and need some tips, need to learn some things, or just having some tricks up your sleeve to help you get better at the game. This is what this video is here for. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first tip I have for you guys is playing offline with bots. You guys need to play offline with bots. This is for people who have just started the game, or even if you've played the game for a while already, you might want to consider playing offline with bots for a couple of reasons, because it will help you find the right control scheme for you, and it'll also help you adjust the control scheme. So you might find one that works perfectly, but button might be a little off, or the grenade button's too big or something, so that might help you adjust that. It also helps you learn maps, so you should probably practice on all the maps, just rotate between them: outpost, urban, prison, park, etc, etc. So yeah, along with learning the maps, it helps you learn hiding spots, glitches, etc. I wouldn't use the glitch spots because that's just bad. It doesn't promote good activity in the game, but where people will be hiding if you know where the glitch spots are and like where hidden spots are. So basically, playing offline with bots gets the beginner acclimated to the game style and maps and weapon style, etc. So moving on to tip 2, we are going to try a sensitivity that works for you. So basically what that means is you can't have a sensitivity of the same person that's completely different, basically. So one person's sensitivity might not work for everyone else, because different sensitivities work for different devices, and there's also different hand sizes, different hand structures, different, just people play differently, and people don't always feel comfortable playing on the correct sensitivity, or there is no correct sensitivity, but on a sensitivity that someone else plays on. For instance, if you have an iPad Pro, you're probably going to play on a higher sensitivity than someone on an iPhone 5 SE, or iPhone, I don't know why I said SE, iPhone SE, or like iPhone 6 is going to play with, because those two devices in size are just much, like the iPad Pro is much bigger than the iPhone. And also, just if your hands are big, you might want to have a lower sensitivity, because your hands can take up more of the screen, so you can swipe quicker, etc, etc. So yeah, just basically doing with sensitivity, you just have to do whatever feels comfortable for you. You have to get used to that. You can't always change. If you keep changing it, then you won't get used to it, then you won't adapt, and then you won't have like a permanent sensitivity to go back on, which doesn't really help you play. Now, on to the third tip. We have finding a good control scheme. So basically what you need to do, this kind of goes with offline and sensitivity. It basically means you gotta find whichever control scheme works for you. Obviously, you just have to place the buttons where you think your fingers would be most accessible to them, because different places and different play styles might work for different people, because it's just different for everyone. Personally, I use the claw hand grip, because for me, playing with 4 fingers helps me aim better, and it also helps me aim while I shoot, so that just helps me control recoil and hit moving targets faster. So that's basically 4 fingers. A lot of people play with 2 fingers, both thumbs. They play the default style. A lot of people play with 6 fingers. Actually, that's not a lot, but some people play with 6 fingers, I guess. I can't find any practical use for that, so obviously I wouldn't use 6 fingers. So if you guys think 4 fingers works best for you, or 2 fingers works best for you, go try that out. Just do whatever feels most comfortable, because over time you will get used to it. You really just need to practice and do the same control scheme, whatever works for you. Now moving on to our 4th tip. Basically, you are given a gun in Bullet Force, and that is the M4A1. So you're going to try to get good with the M4A1, because it's the default gun. So you're going to have to play with it for a while until you can get credits and XP to rank up, to find new guns and attachments, etc. So basically you should try to get good with that gun. I really think it's not a bad gun to begin with. I use the M4A1 a lot. It's a great gun in my opinion actually. You don't need any attachments. You can just play with it. You don't need any perks honestly. It's just a really good gun because it's very solid overall accuracy, damage, range is good. And yeah, that's just the default gun you use. So you might want to try to get good with that. Also, if you get good with that, you can go and go back to relying on that once you try a new weapon and you don't really like that, or if you're not doing as well with another weapon, you can always rely on the M4. And this goes back to practicing with offline bots. To get good with that, you should probably know like sensitivity when you aim, etc, and you need to know how to play with the gun because each gun is, you know, made for different situations and different playstyles. Moving on to tip number 5. Basically, this one we are advancing to online, and basically we're gonna try to play. You should try to play online by getting credits and XP. Basically, what that means is playing online will give you credits and XP, and that helps you a lot because it means more perks. More XP means more perks, and more credits means more guns. I mean, that seems pretty obvious, but people don't realize how important perks are and how important having different guns are. So obviously it will help you play online, but before you play online you should go through all those tips, getting used to the game, finding maps, you know, learning maps, etc, etc. I know it takes a lot of time, but it's worth it if you want to get good. Also, for credits and XP, when you get a kill, you should say like 100, or if you get an assist, it should say the amount of damage you did to them. That is also the amount of XP and credits that you get when you do that amount of damage. So when you kill someone, it gives you the number 100 because you've killed them. I think that's 100 XP and 100 credits for you. So yeah, the numbers line up with the XP and the coins directly. That's literally what it means. So yeah. And our last tip is just to practice. A lot of playing means you get used to a lot of things, and I've been saying that you need to get acclimated to your own playstyle. I've been repeating that over and over in this video, but honestly you really need to do, that's the one important thing. If you're going to take anything from this, you just need to practice, because when you practice you get used to your own playstyle, because there's no proper playstyle for this game. There's lots of different playstyles. People play very differently all the time, so you just have to get used to what you're doing. You have to get used to other people, how they play. You have to get used to different maps, you know, different guns, etc, etc. So practice doesn't make perfect, but it makes you better. So there's no one perfect player in the game, because people always die in the game, but it will help you get more kills. It will help you be a better team player. And yeah, so essentially if you want to get good, you have to spend a lot of time into the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video at all helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more types of these videos, please comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos always. And thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.